Once upon a time, in a small town called Elmswood, there lived a young girl named Lisa. Lisa loved reading books, writing stories, and talking to her friends. However, there was one thing Lisa found very difficult: pronouncing certain words. She would often mispronounce words and feel shy to speak in front of others. Lisa wanted to learn how to properly pronounce words, so she decided to take action. One sunny morning, Lisa sat in her room and thought, "How can I learn to say words the right way?" She made a list of ideas in her notebook. Lisa wrote down 5 steps to help herself pronounce words better. These steps would change her life. The first step Lisa wrote down was listening carefully. Lisa understood that to pronounce words properly, she had to hear them spoken correctly. But where could she hear words said clearly? Lisa decided to listen to people who spoke good English, like her teachers, friends, or on the radio. Lisa also loved watching English shows on TV. She began paying close attention to how people on these shows said certain words. When they said a word Lisa didn't know, she paused the show and repeated the word after them. This way, Lisa slowly learned the correct sounds of words. One day, her teacher Mr. Brown told her, "Lisa, listening is the key to speaking well. If you listen carefully to others, you will learn how to say words the right way." Lisa smiled and knew she was on the right path. The second step on Lisa's list was to break down the word. Some words are long or difficult to say, but Lisa learned a trick. She would break the word into smaller parts and say each part slowly. For example, the word elephant was hard for Lisa to say. So, she broke it down into 3 parts. Elephant. She said each part slowly and clearly, then put the word together. Soon, elephant became an easy word for Lisa. Lisa found this method very helpful with other tricky words too, like butterfly and chocolate. She told her friends, "Don't be afraid of big words. Break them into pieces, and they will become easy." The third step was to speak slowly. Lisa realized that when she spoke too quickly, she would mix up the words or say them wrong. Speaking slowly helped her focus on each word and pronounce it properly. One day, Lisa was talking to her friend Lucy about animals. She said, "Have you seen the new zebra at the zoo?" Lucy smiled and said, "It's actually pronounced zebra, Lisa." Lisa felt a bit embarrassed but thanked her friend for correcting her. From that day on, Lisa made sure to speak slowly, especially when saying new or hard words. She practiced by reading out loud from her favorite storybooks. This gave her time to think about how to pronounce each word correctly. The fourth step was to use a dictionary. Lisa's mother gave her a small English dictionary for her birthday. The dictionary had all the words in the English language and showed how to say them correctly. There were special marks, called phonetic symbols, next to each word. These symbols told Lisa how to pronounce the word. At first, Lisa found these symbols difficult to understand. But after practicing, she learned how to use them. Now, when she didn't know how to say a word, she looked it up in her dictionary. The dictionary became Lisa's best friend, always there to help her learn new words. One day, while sitting at her desk, Lisa found the word squirrel in the dictionary. She had always pronounced it wrong, but with the help of the phonetic symbols, she learned to say it correctly. She proudly said the word out loud, squirrel, and smiled to herself. The fifth and most important step on Lisa's list was to practice. Lisa knew that learning to pronounce words takes time, and the only way to get better was to practice every day. So, she made a habit of practicing at least 10 new words each day. Lisa would stand in front of the mirror and say the words slowly, just like her teacher Mr. Brown had taught her. She also recorded her voice on her phone to listen to herself speak. This helped Lisa hear the mistakes she was making and correct them. At school, Lisa started feeling more confident. She no longer felt shy to speak in front of the class. When she mispronounced a word, she quickly corrected herself and kept going. Her friends noticed her improvement and asked her for tips. Lisa was happy to share what she had learned with others. As Lisa continued practicing, she also learned that different words have different sounds. Some words have hard sounds, like the T in cat, while others have soft sounds, like the S in sun. Lisa paid attention to these sounds and practiced them. One day, Lisa's teacher asked the class to say words with soft sounds. Lisa raised her hand and confidently said, sun, snake, and sea. Mr. Brown smiled and said, "Well done, Lisa. You've been practicing hard." Sometimes, even after practicing, Lisa still had trouble with some words. When this happened, she didn't feel bad. Instead, she asked for help. Lisa knew that it was okay to ask others how to say a word. Her mother, teacher, and friends were always happy to help her. One day, at a family dinner, Lisa asked her dad how to pronounce the word schedule. Her dad said, in British English, we say schedule. But in American English, people say schedule. Lisa was surprised to learn that the same word could be pronounced in different ways. She smiled and said, "Thank you, Dad." From then on, Lisa made sure to learn both British and American pronunciations. Lisa's journey to learning how to properly pronounce words wasn't always easy, but she never gave up. By listening carefully, breaking down words, speaking slowly, using a dictionary, and practicing every day, she became much better at saying words correctly. Lisa also learned that it's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake was a chance to learn something new. And the most important lesson Lisa learned was to always keep trying. So, if you ever find yourself struggling with pronunciation, remember Lisa's story. Take it one step at a time, practice every day, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Soon, You will be able to pronounce words clearly and confidently, just like Lisa.